Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for Installment of Scott Selections here for Wednesday, March 2nd. Before we get into today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a loss in hockey with the Canadians plus 1.5 and minus 130 on Caesars. Pretty wild game. Winnipeg was up 4-0 in about the first 9 minutes of the game. Then Montreal scored 4 goals in about the next 12 minutes. And then it was 4-4 with about 3 minutes to go in the second period. Montreal just kept taking penalties, and Winnipeg scored 3 power play goals, followed by a fourth one. That was even strength with about 3 minutes to go. But it was a weird game where it was a 4-0 run by Winnipeg, followed by a 4-0 run by Montreal, followed by a 4-0 run by Winnipeg. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But either way, Montreal just couldn't stop giving up power play opportunities, gave up a bunch of power play goals. Montreal, I believe, gave up 7 goals in the first 21 shots of the game, which is just embarrassing. And at the end of the day, I dared Winnipeg to score 5 or more. I thought Montreal would get to 3 or 4 and dare Winnipeg to get to about 6. They did, and then some, because they got to 8. So picked up a loss there. I'll look for a bounce-back winner here on Wednesday. And for the play today, we're going to look at college basketball, looking at a tournament in the Big South, and we're going to be looking at a matchup between Charleston Southern and UNC Asheville taking place at around 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And for the play today, we're going to go with Asheville minus 9.5 at even money on Fox Bet. Time recording of 2:45 a.m. Eastern Time. Cover reasons why I like UNC Asheville in the spot. First of all, looking at the actual line, 9.5 at even money is extremely generous. Shopping around, a lot of other books have 10.5. I saw that FanDuel, DraftKings, and BetMGM all had 10.5 and minus 110. The only other book with 9.5 that I saw was BetOnline, and that was minus 110. But Fox Bet's offering even money when you're also saving a point. Thanks. I expect this line to probably close at 11.5 or 12, so I'll gladly take it early at even money. But looking at the actual reasons why I like Asheville in this game, first of all, Charleston Southern, one of the worst teams in the entire country. They have lost each of their last 6 games, which is not that surprising because Charleston Southern lost 24 of their 28 regular season games. On top of that, according to KenPom, Charleston Southern is the 8th worst team in the entire country. And to go through the actual conference games, Charleston Southern was probably worse than you could even imagine because the Buccaneers went 1-15 straight up in conference play. For comparison, UNC Asheville was 8-8. So UNC Asheville was a pretty mediocre team in conference play, but when you're against the bottom feeder of the entire Big South, I do think Asheville should fare well in this spot. Plus, this is going to be the 3rd meeting this season, and the first 2 meetings were not particularly close. Charleston Southern lost the first 2 meetings by at least 19 points. And now they are getting 9.5. Something doesn't really add up here. I do think that Charleston Southern should get run out once again as Asheville wins by 15+. To go through the actual efficiency numbers, shocker, they're not even close. UNC Asheville ranks 223rd in offensive efficiency according to KenPom, while Charleston Southern ranks 347th. Plus, UNC Asheville ranks 202nd in defense efficiency according to KenPom. Charleston Southern ranks 340th. So once again, Charleston Southern, bottom 20 in both offense and defense, according to KenPom. And if you want to look at the actual trends, the favorite is 10-1 ATS in the last 11 meetings. And Charleston Southern is particularly awful in neutral site games. The Buccaneers are 0-5 ATS in their last 5 neutral site games. Now, of course, there is a general quote or saying in sports, it's very tough to beat a team 3 times. I believe that in football. College basketball, not so much. It just seems like a situation where Asheville's just better at every single position. And the only way that Charleston Southern, in my opinion, can cover is if they just shoot the lights out. And based on their offensive numbers, that's almost impossible. Charleston Southern this season shot 40.6% from the floor, 68% from the foul line, and 30.7% from 3, while also averaging 14.7 turnovers per game, and while only having 2 players average double digits. So I am just going to dare Charleston Southern to try to reach, 70 in this game. But the truth is Asheville could easily reach 80. In the 2 regular season meetings, they did reach 80. So if you're going to dare me to take a team that has dominated this team twice in the regular season and a team that has scored 80+ in each of the 2 regular season meetings against one of the worst offenses in the country, I'm going to take it at 9.5, and I do think that eventually you'll see Asheville break it open and win this game by at least 15. So play that once again, here for Wednesday. March 2nd is going to be on UNC Asheville, -9.5 at +100 on Fox Bet. Bye, everyone.